Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry for the lengthy delay for this next video. I was just listening to the album, of course, and then taking a break and just chilling mostly on this Monday, close to evening time, of course. So I'm returning to you this Monday late afternoon for another album review. Sorry, I hiccuped and something was coming up for the Megadeth 13 album review that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys for their 13th studio album in this marathon studio album discography that I've been doing since late October all the way to now. And I should be finishing up on their discography by the 24th, I believe. Which is Thanksgiving, of course. So hopefully you guys have a good Thanksgiving as well, because I will have a video for you guys on Thanksgiving, but it's only one video, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for their 13th studio album called 13 by Megadeth and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with the first song, Sudden Death, and this is a heavy track for sure. I like Dave Mustaine's vocals in this track. It sounds really gritty and very aggressive too, and definitely packs a punch for sure. This song goes hard, in my personal opinion. It definitely rocks for sure. So, 5 out of 5 for Sudden Death. I like it instrumentally, I like it vocally, and this song performed very well. So, yeah, 5 out of 5. Public Enemy number 1. Pretty good song. Wasn't disappointed with it. I like Dave Mustaine's vocals in this song, and just the guitars and drum work is pretty amazing. So 5 out of 5. Um, whose whose life is it anyway? Anyways, I meant to say. Sorry, I was trying to say it the right way I could, without slipping up, but I kind of slipped up a bit. So please forgive me on that. So basically, whose life is it anyways? Was a pretty strong track. It's probably the last best song on the album, along with two other tracks, and then other than that, the songs get decent to solid for the rest of the album. So, yeah, Whose Life Is It Anyways was a pretty rockin' song. Like it instrumentally and lyrically, it's pretty strong, and verse wise, chorus wise, it's pretty good with how Dave Mustaine is singing it and keeping a good strong vocals for it as well. So yeah, pretty much 5 out of 5 for Whose Life It Is It Anyways, I meant to say. Sorry, I slipped up with what I was saying. We the People was a decent song, one of my least favorites, and unfortunately. I like it to an extent, but when the chorus comes in and how the way Dave Mustaine is singing it, I'm just not sure if I'm connecting with this song in my personal opinion. So I'll have to give it a 4 out of 5 for this one. I was a little torn by this track and how it executed mostly, so 4 out of 5. Guns, Drugs, and Money was a solid track. Lyrically, not the best lyrics in my opinion, but it's something at least. So it's something to rock out to, of course. So yeah, you'll have a solid track on your hands for this one. So 4.5 out of 5. Never Dead is where the album gets back on track a bit until close to the end, and the end is like to the second half towards the end of the album. It just starts to collapse a bit. Not in a bad way, just in a way, I guess you could say. So Never Dead, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. I really like this song. It's pretty good. I like it instrumentally. Dave Mustaine's vocals are pretty much on track for this song, and it sounds pretty good structurally, so 5 out of 5. New World Order is another strong track in my opinion. It's pretty good. I like it instrumentally with the verse and chorus. When the verses come in, it sounds pretty good. So you're in for some good lyricism in this one. And also just the way that the song is performing with Dave Mustaine's vocals, it's pretty strong. So 5 out of 5. Fastlane is a little bit cheesy. I don't hate this song, I just think it's solid. It has some good, strong instrumentation, and Dave Mustaine's vocals is fine, but it's just the lyrics come off a little eh, on the cringe side and too safe, in my opinion. So 4.5 out of 5. I still think the song is not bad. It's just it's something. Black Swan is probably another song that I think is solid as well. I personally think instrumentally it's great. It's just the way Dave Mustaine is singing this one, I'm just not sure if I'm feeling for it. So 4.5 out of 5. Wrecker is another solid track. It does have some weak moments from time to time in the song, but I think structurally it did alright, so 4.5 out of 5. Millennium of the Blind is a pretty strong track. It's not the worst song, but it's solid. It's good in its own way. Um, there are some slow moments in the track with the drum and guitar work, but I think with Dave Mustaine vocally singing and all that, it's not so bad. So I'll give it another 4.5 out of 5. Deadly Nightshade had some weird girl voice going, kind of thing. It was weird, honestly. It just, I didn't mean to say it in a weird way, kind of like that. Not a sexual way. That's taking it off context and all that. I'm taking it out of context, so please don't take my words out of context. That's not what I'm implying. I'm implying the fact that there was a cringy girl voice in the song, and it just ruined the song a bit, but not to the point where the song is terrible. To the point where it's solid, but could be worked on. So 4.5 out of 5. And finally, the last song, 13, closes out the album alright. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. Instrumentally, it's strong, but Dave Mustaine singing it, I don't know if I'm connecting with this song. So 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Megadeth's not new album, their 2011 album, 13, I said new album, so I'm slipping up in this review a bit, but hopefully you still enjoyed it with how I broke down track by track and all that. So overall, in my opinion, I think Megadeth's album 13 was a good listen. I wouldn't call it the best album in their discography, but it's something at least. And yeah, for what it is, it's good. So I did like it instrumentally. It's just there's some weak moments from time to time in this album. With how Dave Mustaine is singing it, and some of the instrumentation is kind of slightly off. Not to the point where I hate it, just to the point where I'm like, I don't know if it does much for me. So overall, in my opinion, I think Megadeth 13 album, good listen. Check it out and see for yourself what you think of it, of course. And for a score for me, I'm gonna give Megadeth 13 album an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. I personally thought it was a good album. I just wouldn't come back to it too much, but it's something. I heard the next album is where people started hating it for sure. And that was Super Collider, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna get myself into? So, yeah, that's going to be it for this review for Megadeth 13 album. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this Megadeth 13 album if you've listened to it. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys, hopefully you enjoyed it for Megadeth 13. Comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this album review. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another Megadeth album review tomorrow, or maybe I'll premiere it tonight, depending on when I come around to it. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. The next Megadeth album review is going to be Super Collider. And then I may do a more talk video on the Saint Asonia Extrovert EP that came out last Friday. So I gotta listen to it again and give my initial take on it as of now, because some of the songs are growing on me. Not every one of them, but mm, I'll just have to give it another listen and see what I think of it. Devastate has grown on me a lot more. I'll give it that. So, to the point where I really like it. So, may seem like a ripoff from old Three Days Grace kind of sound, but I don't think it's that bad of a track. So, yeah. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. I will be returning to you for a more talk video on Saint Asonia Extrovert and also the Megadeth Super Collider album review. We'll have a premiere set for like 12 or 1 tonight. And as always, I will see you in my next review.